This song is fucking trash. I'm sorry I'm subjected you to this, chat. This is the first thing I saw about pizza. I got another one. It's gonna be more apt to the topic at hand. It's fucking Metal Man! Ha ha!
Yo, dude, go get the door. It's the pizza guy.
Ooh, you got any money on this one?
Yeah, here's a 5.
What up, man? Give me that shit. Keep the change. Get out of here.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know who any of these people are.
What'd you put on it? The good stuff?
I got the best stuff, man. Feast your eyes.
Antisocial Social Club. Oh, you're so original. I never saw that one.
The whole fucking pizza?
I especially haven't found communities of Mexicans that wear those all the time. That don't even speak English. It's great. Pizza. Pizza shit.
Dude, chill. You can peel off the pineapple.
Yeah, you don't know how far I've gone with slop. How many years? No, I just told you. I just found this song. I don't know who any of these people are. Chat, let's get more appropriate song. Oh wait, no, before that. Wait, no, that's cutting away. Oh no, you saw the thing. Okay, chat. Before I get into anything, I have a few apologies to make. I have a few corrections to make. Let's see here. Okay, from yesterday.
If you're watching this video, there's a good chance that you've heard whispers in the gym about a compound so powerful,
let's go to the thing.
so anabolic, and so utterly transformative that bodybuilders talk about it.
Like it's me. It's a me, a DSP.
Now it's just a meme. This is a substance that
oh
can
shit!
turn you
I got
into a
dual
mass
audio.
monster while
Chat.
simultaneously shredding you down to single-digit
Who's his
body
name?
fat. Sounds too good to be true,
Ghost.
right? Well,
Ghost was 100% right. You gotta start doing trend. You gotta start bussing. You gotta go. You gotta put that bussy to work and start going hammer like my boy Clavicular. You gotta start injecting.
Arguably the most powerful anabolic
steroid
ever created. And also,
chat, you gotta start injecting random stuff into your body that makes you get like super muscles. You gotta be bovine ready. It's a bovine summer this year. And I'm not just trying to do a segue because I forgot to turn on my VTube avatar.
What was your experience?
I'm doing it the wrong way. The way I do it is by saying "fuck you, chat." You don't deserve VTube out. No, you do. I love my chat. I've never said anything bad about my chat ever.
This compound was synthesized.
Chat, that's not it. Although that was a video I had on my thing. Apologies that I gotta make. Burnt peanut. Apparently, burnt peanut is a fucking G. G-unit. G. Oh wait, wait, not him. That's for later. That's for the actual topic of the show. Here we go. Chat. Let me put up the thing. There we go. Let Pat.
Hello, folks. It's
Oh,
me,
no.
Problematic V.
Look at those ears.
And I'm here to talk about an ever-changing and evolving
Problematic, spiritually Israeli.
that has been on my radar for a while now that
Shit.
I find utterly
It's a burnt peanut man.
fascinating on multiple levels. From a cultural standpoint, from a political perspective,
Oh, no.
from a
He did,
sociological...
our boy, the Peanut Man. He did a heckin' political. Would you ever believe that a guy in a peanut thing would do a political? I would never do that. I would never come on into a show and shout political slogans at you. Hey! No, I wouldn't do that. I definitely wouldn't do that on YouTube. That would be very bad of me to do. Yeah, you should definitely not listen to the Burnt Peanut Man. You shouldn't listen to the Minko Man. That's a really bad idea. You should listen to you should definitely listen to this guy who's wearing keep kids on radio. Yeah, and we're not doing that. Whoa, what's my thing? It's working. Yeah, here we go. Mamiko in the morning. In the evening.
This
at supper
phrase
time.
is something that will
said that one too
probably
many
be
times.
studied in the future. So
Hold up.
hey,
Where is-
why
yeah,
the
it's
hell
studied.
not?
Real
I'll
studied.
make a video on it. But before we talk about this phrase, we got to talk about somebody who is important
Let's go
to
up.
this
We're not
very
doing Guargura.
concept, who is fully entrenched in his world. And also, he is mega cringe. And you might be saying,
Cringe.
calling someone mega cringe is absolutely hater activity. No, it's not. I think that we
Everybody's
should
cringe
view
on the
term
internet.
cringe
Once you become cringe, you cannot be cut.
from a neutral
You either accept your cringe in life, like me, or you fight against it to your hardest content, and then you fail because you're always going to be
Every
cringe.
one of my favorite-
You're always going to be cringe to the next generation, chat.
for content creators is a little cringe. I'm also
You're cringe.
You're cringe too. Look at you. It's all about the balance of cringe and swag. With too much swag, you become unrelatable. With too much cringe, you become hard to watch.
You become this
Everyone's
guy.
scale of tolerance is a little bit different.
Become this
That's
F
okay.
slur. I'm on
The burnt
YouTube
peanut
chat.
is
I can't
popular
fully
because he
swear.
catches your
I would like
eye,
to.
taps into that part of your
Community
brain that makes
outreach.
you sit there and giggle while swiping through different Instagram and Snapchat filters. His fans, referred to as
I'll turn that on
bungulators,
for later.
are quite diverse from the looks of it. And I mean diverse in a very specific way. He has been accused of being an industry plant, not gaining popularity
He's a peanut. Of course he's a plant. What are you, retarded?
through organic
It's okay, Trump. It's okay, chat. Trump said it. I can say it too.
means and or botting views. But I don't
Everybody's
have
botting
an
view.
opinion
That's another thing. Every single person on Twitch is botting views. That's like a thing that came out recently. It's like if you're not botting views, you're well, I can say it. Retard. You're retarded. I should know as your resident retard.
on that at all. Actually,
Oh,
I
I'm fucking this
I
up.
think it was organic.
There we go. You can
People
see
who
how
think
bad I'm
otherwise
fucking this up.
underestimate how many people will look at this stream.
I almost
and
got
will
it.
Say that is friggin' random. I'm invested. He has
Random
very broad
XD.
appeal to 3 different demographics.
Thank you, chat.
One,
Thank you.
the skibbity
Thank you.
toy-
Thank you for backing me up, chat.
Gen Alpha children.
Where's the
Goes
good
without
part?
Saying. This is just eye candy for games with massive appeal. He keeps politics out of his streams. Not really, but we'll get
Come on.
VTuber who
Let's
has
go
a
on.
stream called Slur Saturday.
Yeah, see, Peanuts our boy. This was friendly. Jack O' Lantern in Odyssey. Hell yeah. Romans to you, boy. Wait, hold on. There, see, I can do Romans. Hell yeah, I'm one of the crew. I'm one of the team. You know who is part of the one of the team? Burnt Peanut. Hell yeah. Wait, where's my overlay? Oh, wait, there it is. I see it. Okay, we're doing fine. We're doing good, chat. We got the Romans. We got the Peanut. Roman Peanut.
Audience called the Bungulators.
This is my introduction. We haven't even gotten to the pan pizza yet. Where I'm doing an apology video. Friendly fire, burnt peanut, our boy, even if he's not. But the right people hate him, so I like him now.
Is
That's how fast I
probably
switch.
Going to have dog shit
Switch
takes,
2 on
and
the NES.
The entire world would
Nintendo.
be a slightly more inhabitable place if he just didn't drop his political beliefs.
No, fuck you.
But here's
Israel.
a free tip for anybody who is watching. You are always going to get into more trouble for using
Chat, don't let some F slur. I'm on YouTube. I can't say the full word. Don't let some F slur out of California tell you what you can and cannot say on YouTube. Let the Indians tell you what you can and cannot say in your own country. That's where kind of where we are right now. I'm looking. My VTuber avatar isn't just looking down in disappointment. I am also looking down very much disappointment because of that. I just said that statement, and it's very true.
Your platform to whine about people asking you to speak on social/political issues, then if you were to just either shut your mouth or
No, you shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, boy. Wait here.
Yeah, we're playing video games right
I
now. Can
actually,
you come back later?
I know you probably won't believe me, but I genuinely have no idea what
Cast in Rumble. Woo! Shout out, Cast.
he was talking about that.
Oh, in case you're just showing up, I'm giving my heartfelt apology to Burnt Peanut. I did not mean what I said before. It was all in jest. Burnt Peanut is our boy. He's cool as fuck. He said he has what was it? Slur Sunday, where he says I'm not gonna say it. I'm on YouTube. I would say it if I was not on YouTube. S F N K.
Word,
You know the words.
Word.
Friend.
I don't check
Neighbor.
any of that shit. I play video games. I eat
Kilogram.
burgers, then I go to bed. Fuck everybody, everywhere.
Hey, while we're at it, let's see some more clips.
All right, screw this guy. Burnt Peanut, cool guy. This guy is an F slur, as Andy would say. Do we have anything else? Oh, Gang of Dragon. Okay, if you were in the boat that said that this looks like AI generated crap and they just used it for marketing for their studio, you were right. I don't know if you were right about that regard, but this game not coming out. Fat. He's fat. He's fucking fat. He's fat, chat. Fat Kazuma Kiryu is not coming out. It looks like the studio's crashing. Oh, we're going too fast. Only Losing Blade. Back up on him. Oh, that's stuff for later. Oh, this F slur. He's trying to get in onto Heckin' Political. So Heckin' Political, if Burnt Peanut says it, bad. If I don't know. I'll just say it. Jew. This guy's Jewish. Nuxtaku, 100% Jewish. It's pretty much proven at this point. Or I think someone found out his ancestry. They doxed him or whatever. So he is Jewish. Surprise, surprise. He's going on to. He's trying to do all the Muslim stuff. I don't really care about Muslims, but if you're gonna be like one way and you're gonna you obviously have preferences behind the scenes for different reasons other than the U.S. Then that kind of shitty. Oh. That's another thing. Nuxtaku. I thought like decoy voice situation is effed. That's this guy, decoy voice. That's the guy that Asmongold steals from all the time. Or lifts. If Asmongold steals, then I'm definitely stealing, and I'm definitely stealing. But that was that one thing. Only use me blade. Here's his mom. Figure it out. Figure it out, mom. Figure it out.
Sour
Hey, mom, you got light. Mom, you got light. I'm just doing follow up. Follow up on blade.
It's not
Before we actually start.
I'm going to hear you.
Okay, he's being a good son. My blood pressure is really, really low for change.
Wait, this is too fast. Blade's mom's actually talking at normal thing. Person. 1.25.
He's a good son. Please don't get him drunk. I don't want to get rid of him.
Damn, that sucks.
You know I got a tiny bottle, right, Mom?
Believe me.
All right. You want to say anything else nice about me to the peoples?
No. Nobody wants to
Not
say
yet?
anything about nice
Cool,
about
not
Blade.
I'm going downstairs for a second. I'll check on you when you get back up, okay?
Thanks, Blade.
That was good.
Figured out, bro.
Ooh, Mom, I got a
Figured
little
out.
gift for you.
Do I got any more
You're not
music
on
in
the
the
screen
background?
right now.
I gotta get like
It's
some
on my chest.
background chill. There we go. This is my favorite song.
Ooh. Can I show them?
My
My
favorite
mom
waiting
has,
song.
like, these things are really good for her eyes. Your eyes.
Hell yeah. Sneaking song. Sneaking Blade. Blade's a sneaky boy.
Well, Mom, I literally
Sneaking
bought
those
the
drinks
little
in.
bottle, so there's no way I can
Aren't
get
you,
it.
Blade?
Stupid.
You gonna sneak some
I'm
drinks
good.
in tonight? Well,
This
he
is
always
one thing
does.
for her eyes. There you go, Mom.
Just a little drinky poo.
like
I've
it.
never said the term drinky poo unironically. I've always used that as a reference to Trailer Park Boys. It's when you
Is it
become the
going?
liquor, then you become the
Sometimes you check
liquor.
your blood pressure.
It's a shit storm. Was his name Andy? I can't remember. It's a shit storm, Andy. With a shit taco with shit underneath. That's a lot of shit.
I think you're worried about nothing, Mom. I think you're stressed about the new place and all that stuff. When you're stressed, when you're stressed, your blood pressure gets high. I get it. It looks like it's gonna be good though.
All right, keep going.
You gonna send the blacks on me if I get too drunk?
Yep.
All right. Love you, Mom. Please don't do that though.
Thank you, Blade. Thank you. That's really awesome. It's real awesome to Put your mom that's in a hospital
I'm
bed
not bringing a speaker
on
down there,
stream
so-
on Scream.
I'm driving to the hospital. I'm not driving to the hospital, dude. I'm lit, but not like retarded. That's the whole point.
I know my
I'm
mom
lit,
would
not retarded.
appreciate that.
But I
She'd be
want my
real.
mom.
She'd be real happy.
I need a fifth. All right. How do we make it so that my mom can go to the hospital?
Okay, so this is the average. This is the average Blade stream right here. He's always outside of this door. He's always in his outside of his Section 8 housing, just smoking. He's either smoking here or the camera's on his leg. Now I thought it's actually pretty funny, but because he's leaning into it. He's leaning into his Only Lose Me toes. So the camera is always from YouTube. The camera is always positioned on his leg, on the side of his leg, but you can't see what's going on. The expectation is you're also on Kick. Because on Kick, you actually see him at his desk. Usually he's playing GTA 5 or something. I was wondering what was going on because I thought he was just like hammered all the time, 24/7. It's like, why would you just leave the camera on your leg? No, there's a reason for it. You're supposed to be dual watching him, which is smart. I mean, if you're gonna be two viewers out of one person is better than one. You know what? This guy's higher IQ than me. I'll say it. Q Blade Scream. All according to Kaikaku. Kaikaku means plan, by the way.
How do we do that?
I don't know. I don't know if you knew
This is
that.
what I did. Tonight, I bought a pint to be responsible.
Pint. Just one pint.
Let's get more of it.
You're fine. You're fine, Cat. It's just one pint. Just one handle. It's just a handle. It's just fit. Listen, it's just a gallon.
There's no door
It's just a 36
around
pack.
here, dude.
It's just a
I'm not
case,
driving, dude.
chat. Just calm down. You're being. It's just a pallet, chat.
I'm not telling you not
You're
fucking
you're
fucking
being
dude.
crazy. Stop being
I'm not
crazy.
driving to the store, dude. I'm very much buzzed. I'm very much drunk. I would not drive a car, dude. Get some buzz balls? Buzz balls?
All right, let's actually get to the real part of this. All right, so the thing is, Pan Pizza. You probably don't know this guy. I do. I watch this guy. This one is 8 years ago. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. 8 years ago. This guy used to cover cartoons and shit. Well, obviously you can see. He usually covered like Cartoon Network shit, like Courage the Cowardly Dog. I'll show you a few of his videos, or at least one, and then we'll get into like what the hell happened to him. Because like, no matter what happens, if you're making content on YouTube, you either it's either two things. What is it? You either die or become the villain. In this case, you either only lose your toes, and you become the villain, or you troon out. Apparently, he's choosing the latter. So just like what's that other guy? Hold on, let me see if I have my I have my history in here. So let's start with the introduction to Pan Pizza. This is his theme song. Uh-oh. This is probably not a good theme song to have. Oh no, Pan Pizza. This might be a little bit young. This is a really bad foreshadowing, chat. What kind of pizza? Is it Epstein Island pizza? That's the hint, chat. That's the hint. Okay, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing the whole Medicare bit. No, I wouldn't transgress upon you, chat. Okay, let's see actual Pan Pizza's content, the quality of it. 8 years ago video. Oh, this reminds me of that one UK guy. He's using old. Alright, so custom graphics. That's pretty good. Dynamic angling.
Made and animation happens. Even great cartoons have their minor errors, and it's whatever. But sometimes there's those mistakes that just leave me wondering.
So not too
how
bad
it
about
happened.
angles,
Submitted for the
cutaways,
approval of the
good
Midnight
shots,
Society, these are
artistic
however many
lighting,
animation errors
autistic
explained
lighting.
in no particular order. It's juice and jam time.
See, look, he's got a bunch of custom stuff. He's got music in the background. Every scene transitions like.
If Five Nights at Freddy Got Fingered taught us anything, it's
Freddy Got
nothing
Fingered.
good ever happens at a Chuck E. Cheese, especially a parody version.
That's some bad foreshadowing.
Cartoon like Dexter's Laboratory.
Hey, I remember that song.
In an already trippy episode taking place in a Chubby Cheese's, Dexter and his family are subjected to a musical number from the pizza place's animatronics, some of which are obvious references to old Hanna-Barbera characters, symbolic of the lifeless robotic state channel Boomerang lies in. Once this
Alright, I'm not gonna
hellish
actually watch.
torture
It's like
porn
17-minute
musical
video.
sequence ends, the audience celebrates the
Most of these are
mercy
just
God has
cutaways,
spared them with.
referencing different stuff. I guess we're
Remember
just going.
message boards
Oh, hell yeah.
speculating it would tie into the final Teen
That's that old
Titans
shit.
episode somehow? Clones? I don't know. Why was there another Red X? Was that really Terra? Maybe a clone of Terra?
I don't remember
Maybe
any of
it's
this
a
shit
clone of
anymore.
Beast Boy? Could by Will Finn. He's
Yeah,
worked on a
old
ton
internet.
of miscellaneous animation jobs, everything between Stick It to Nim to Wreck-It Ralph 2. While working on the 80s He-Man TV series, Will was employed as cleanup. What cleanup do in animation is they get the crude storyboard roughs and draw them more clearly so it's more understandable to the overseas.
See, so he's good. He's doing good. He's got all the references. He knows the industry. He knows about cartoons, about animation, about people in it, about cutaways, and like getting. And he's got, he's got all this custom stuff. You're not going to see this unless you're actually out looking for
They
it.
need to draw the characters as accurately
Not too
as
bad.
possible. To draw the characters on model, the crew reference the model sheets given to them. It's the blueprints the artist must follow.
Also, he's got
One of the
about
characters
half a
they
million
had to draw
subs.
was
So how could this
Ram.
possibly go wrong? This video
Don't turn your
itself
back on
got
that guy.
1.1 million views.
I've heard
Oh,
lots about
that's a pretty off model man at arms.
storyteller.
Yeah, I'm a pretty famous guy.
Retards in chat, rise up!
But there was one
Oh,
problem
Ram
with the
Man.
Ram Man model sheets. His backside was
Sorry,
drawn
chat.
with
Sorry for offending the He-Man universe.
thumbs flipped on the wrong side of his hands. No problem, this should be an easy fix. Just ignore that issue and draw it the correct way, but no.
Get wrecked, Ram Man!
Supervisor
Ram it up
saw
your
this
ass!
issue and told the crew they
It's a
had to
double
follow
entendre,
what's
chat.
on the model sheets until they can make and approve new model sheets. So production continued
I'm
as
not,
planned.
we don't actually need to learn about animation. We can do some drama. Okay, so where is he at now? Watching dumb cartoons. This one came out 8 days ago. 5.2k views. That's not. I mean, that's not too bad for a live stream. It's not that great for 500,000 or 500,000 subs. That's like a 1% turnover.
Yeah.
Versus before where he was getting it 2 times for a video. Maybe that's just like a YouTube thing where you have bad output for live streams. Maybe I gotta start putting out videos or something. Then again, you see Synthetic Man, and he always gets a conversion. Well, actually, no, it's about the same conversion. He gets 1,000 people per his views, and he's got 100,000 people watching or subs. Maybe that is the conversion rate. What the fuck is this shit, chat? What the fuck are we watching? Is this some fucking? Do I have to say the whole thing? I don't want to get banned. Shroon there. Tim's. Josh Moon says Tim's. I'm talking about my Timberland boots, chat. I'm not talking about a person. I'm not. Is this some fucking Tim shit? I don't want no Tim. I don't want Tim Pool in my chat.
What's
Fuck that guy.
going on?
What's going on, shit?
I
Yeah.
have a flu, but was working on Loki's stuff. That's
Loki?
all everything's been. That are still going outside. Yeah.
Chat, why would I stop watching this guy? You saw the last
I gotta
video.
Well, I wrote about my pilot's video. Wrote about
Why would I have stopped watching this guy about like 4 or 5 years ago?
Pilots. Another series of reviews for various.
All right, let's actually get into the thing. We'll go back to it. You probably don't even know what to look for. That might be somewhat off. So you can see in the original videos that was like from 8 or 9 years ago. That was what his original style was. I remember very distinctly. It's just like watching old clips of like Matt McMuscles or Super Best Friends. They have a certain characteristic style to them. Not that bad. I mean, obviously it's not that bad because you're making videos. So you can edit it. You can do whatever. At that point, he was probably already on there for, if 8, I remember I think it was like 12 years ago that he made his channel or something. I could be wrong though. Let me actually check back. Oldest videos. We can check his oldest stuff before we actually go to the thing. Videos. See, that was the newest one. Watching dumb cartoons. Oldest. How far has this guy been? 17. Jesus Christ. Oh, wait. No, here we go. 17 years ago was just test software. 17 years ago, the greatest Superman 64 player. I assume that's just like a shit post thing that he did in high school or something. Everybody does that. He didn't actually start doing serious stuff until, there we go, 14 years ago. So I was roughly about right. Well, no, about 2 years extra. So 14 years he started. Then he like actually got into it. Let's see. Well, he got even good views even back then. Once he put in the Pan Pizza character, he got like 300,000 views. Yeah, so it's pretty consistent. Not that bad. Honestly, not that bad at all. So, what happened since then? Oh no, these are really bad. That first one is a really bad trigger warning, chat. What? I'm not gonna say that first trigger warning. That's a really bad one. Chat, why does this keep happening? Why is it that every fucking person that gets into animation is a... I'm not gonna call him a chomo. I'm not gonna call him that.
Is going to be talking
This guy's gonna call him that.
about subjects involving sexualization content related.
You know what? I've considering all of the things on this list, it's probably a really good idea that I left. That I probably stopped watching this guy's shit.
It's
probably a really good thing.
I am going to be talking about these allegations that are related to both Nolan and even some that were related to Pan that are lost to time.
I don't know who Nolan
My
is.
goal with this video is to create a safe space for victims, but also my goal with this video is to attempt to tell a story of how an animation podcast fell apart.
I'm gonna go to... Wait, hold on. Before that, I didn't get that far into this video. This is the screen I saw and I said, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, then the last one's not too bad. Blood sports. Harassment's fine. Transphobia's fine. I don't mind any of that stuff. Real life relationship drama, who cares? Yeah, everyone always, what's the word? They always dump their trauma dumping. That's the word. Trauma dumping. Doxing. I mean, it used to be bad. Now everybody does it, so I don't care. Seats down, that's the really bad one. Sexual joke, that's another bad one. Not safe for work, commission to mind. Those are the three bad ones. That's the one that got Leaflet in trouble by, what's the guy's name? Harmful Opinions. Harmful Opinions went out to Leaflet. If you don't know who Leaflet is, shout out Leaflet. I haven't seen her shit in forever now. She was like an Asmongold stand. She's a VTuber that does that pretty much rips off Asmongold content every single day. Smart move though. Leaflet, I think. I wouldn't recommend watching her shit. It's not that good. That's it. So literally, it's just going over an Asmongold video or other things. She literally just does the Asmongold thing. But she got big fast. Probably because of the lowly avatar. But I don't watch lowly avatars, so bye-bye. We're not doing that. Unfortunately, because I watched so much Asmongold content, I got recommended that. And then when I clicked one of the videos, then I got an infinite spawn of those videos, which I wish they would do that to me.
And that are lost to time. My goal with this video is to create a safe space for victims, but also my goal with this video is to attempt to tell a story.
Oh yeah, and the Leaflet server, Harmful Opinions. That's how I found out about it. She has like some sort of Discord, and of course, because every fucking person that has an anime avatar or goes on talking too much about anime or anything has to do some sick shit about kids. I don't know why. Every single fucking time. I don't know why. Thank you, internet.
Apart.
Thank you so much.
If I get the information wrong, or if I find more information.
Oh no, but she apparently Harmful Opinions went back and then did a thing that said Leaflet fixed it. So hopefully she fixed it. I hope. Just it's not very hard. It's not very hard to kick anybody that says they're a kid out of your server. It's literally, what is it? A liability risk. The closer you are to kids, the worse you are off.
Comments below.
Just get rid of them.
If there's any
you don't want a single child in anything of your stuff ever.
Or please leave a comment and I will pin it and I will make sure that we get everything correct. When it comes to covering serious allegations like this, allegations aren't true until proven in a court of law, and unfortunately, so much has come up while I was doing research for this. I do want to give a shout out to Cockatoo on Reddit for providing the information.
That's a red flag avatar. Anybody that has anything that's unironic about Reddit, I think very poorly of you as a person.
I don't know if they are still active on Reddit or if they have any plans on reactivating their Reddit to answer questions.
We did it, Reddit.
But they were the primary source for this video. Unless I went into the actual server itself. I went into both a rebeltaxi fan server that eventually became his official one, and I also went into Parasocial TV to get some more information, and this was the stuff that I found. So viewer discretion is advised. I will be putting the trigger warnings on screen here. Enjoy this long video.
Alright, let's speed this up just a little bit.
Yeah, but I bet I'm the only one with see-through vision.
Welcome back to Internet Oddities. Well, this is gonna be hell. Yeah, a simple video about an odd podcast that completely fell apart at the seams. It involves a spider, a mango pineapple apple smoothie, a yo mama jokes,
hey, I heard that spider.
Abandonment issues.
I hate that guy. What was it? Broadly something? Yo mama. Yo mama's so fat that I'm gonna make liberal opinions on Twitter and ruin my career. It was a very easy concept. You could have just kept going with the Yo Mama jokes. No, you had to ruin it.
And Peter Griffin's television station.
Oh, no.
What do they all have in common? Well, tonight's going to be fun because I wanted to ask the question, what happened to the Pizza Party podcast? This used to be at the top of the animation game, but now it's a relic of its time.
I can answer this in like one simple question. They put a Tim on it. That's why. That's what happened. I looked back. After this one, I looked at one of his older videos, and it's like, oh, sorry to completely destroy the purpose of the. They put a Tim in it. They put a Tim in it, and that ruined it.
Time. Before we hop into this hour-long video about old animation podcasts and horny people, this video is sponsored by my coffee. If you want to support me and other stuff, just leave a tip in the description below. Like, subscribe, and other stuff if they qualify. Let's do this.
Somebody's coming! We'll see you over there. Hey! Oh, dear.
A bit of a disclaimer here. While working on this video, Pan still has a community up for the canceled podcast. It's called Parasocial TV. It was ran by him, his partner at the time, Mango, Dumbsville, and Just Stop. I don't know if they're still partners. PTV was planning on being a new podcast, never got off the ground, and at the same time, there's some speculative drama that I will be bringing up. Whether you agree with the decisions that were made, or you agree with my takes, it's all up to you.
Chat, why were none of those hands white? Just asking. Just like, you know, just a simple question. You know, just I get a few things. I mean, that one with the ... Is that like you have the black hand on the far left with the exclamation? I mean, that's obvious. That's always going to be happening. They never stop talking. But I don't necessarily believe the heart one. Maybe that's like that's a bad joke. No, I'm not going to go with it, especially on YouTube. Chat, this is very depressing.
Whether you agree with the decisions that were made, or you agree
if you see it, it's for you.
With my takes, it's all up to you. My goal with this video is to create a hypothetical timeline of the issues and controversies that surrounded the Pizza Party podcast and the reboots that were done. Please do not harass anybody in this video. I have my own opinion.
That's his guy's opinion. I don't care what you do, chat. I'm not your father.
But I feel like we need a good starting ground for how the podcast was created.
Don't go away, and if you must, hurry back for more of Nick's You Pick Monday Marathon.
The cartoon community was cringe. And what I mean by this was that the community used to...
What? Are you telling me that grown adults talking about cartoons from the 90s and 2000s are cringe? What the hell are you talking about, dude? This is my identity. This is my personality. Why would grown adults hanging around children talking about cartoons, and then the first panel of this is talking about bad stuff happening to children? Why would that be cringe?
We ran by people who either didn't really know how to run a community or weren't really as active in it. The truth is that
if so much stuff wasn't front loaded on this, this might be like a investigative tale. No, it's very clear cut. You kind of understand everything that's gonna happen within the next 30 minutes. It's gonna be a train wreck.
The community was a lot smaller than anime. We didn't get a serial killer till later on, but that's beside the point. My guy rules.
Shout out Ghost Girl Percy. Woo! Chat, you go to your local grocery store. No, don't do it. Don't do anything in your local. Buy groceries. Don't do anything. Don't get hired.
The king
no, I can't even suggest a joke about aiming. Aim. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Figures like Animats.
I will get banned instantly off YouTube if I make that joke.
Figure back then with his animated atrocity series and his My Little Pony review series, but the man who single-handedly
do it for the Ghost Girl Pussy chat
held Western animation in the 2010s was Pan Pizza, who was 18 years old when he started working on his videos in 2009. But who is Pan?
Oh yeah, so I was right. Yeah, so he was just doing high school's tent in the very beginning 17 years ago. So yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Pizza meets Pan Pizza, better known infamously as Rebeltaxi, a 33-year-old YouTuber based out of Texas. His early years were a bunch of reviews of shows.
Oh no,
like
Texas
Teen Titans,
Chads.
but he would later go on to make videos and analysis series like Worst Cartoon Ever, which is still going on to this day.
It's the one on the bottom right. That's the worst cartoon ever.
And started the
Yo, they got Dickman in chat. If you ever see that one, that was from Philippines. It's a shitty flash animation cartoon. Oh, I think I have it. It used to be a meme. I don't know why people. Well, actually, I do know why. It was a very forced meme, like Millhouse. Shit, why the fuck is this? I got other stuff going on in the background. YouTube is fucking up hard. I fucking hate this platform.
Which is still going on to this day, and started the Midnight
Thank you,
Society
Sar.
to cover spookier
Thank you,
or
Sar.
vast media. Around the same time, Pan was getting to know a smaller community and was starting to make connections with animators,
Yeah, it's the Nut
producers,
Shack.
and even
That's the
directors
one.
for projects on Nickelodeon, but mainly Cartoon Network.
All right, so this like whoa, 18 years ago. God damn, this is a while back. This was a meme before. This is what happened. Look. Okay, now it is sort of loading. In the other one, off of my offsite. Whoa. Okay, maybe not. Maybe nothing works. Maybe nothing works around here. I've been here 7 years. Nothing works. The medication doesn't work. Doesn't help. Ooh, there's me on the sidebar. That's nice. This is the one. I've never actually seen an episode of this. I've just seen the introductions and then the YouTube poops of this. Hell yeah. Cringy 18-year-old YouTube poop introductions. This is what it's all about, Chad. This is what you were missing out on. This is what Andy was missing out on. Okay, this is trash. Okay, bye, Chad. It was way. Whoa. Okay, next scene.
Videos showcasing underrated animation and his
Okay, there, that way. We're safe. We're safe, chat. No boobies on the thing. Get Genuine Goy is gonna look over this thing and just film right past it. That's what we want. Things used to be very cringy back in the day, chat. It's not only about looking back on the JFG stuff from yesterday and Warski, and then well, it wasn't the kill stream back then. It was just internet blood swords with Warski. That was very cringy comments made. Them and Kumite. You don't know how cringe things were, chat.
Fantastic editing.
You'll probably look back on it with rose-tinted glasses. No, those are very, very, very tinted. Extremely cringy content.
Heck, some of these videos were made in 2016 and they could genuinely look like they could be made today. The animation style was ahead of its time and it kept improving. Additionally as well, starting in 2014, it was the creation of his webcomic Loki IRL, which I will be covering in a different video. The pilots for this series was not completed until 2025.
Are you telling me that a YouTuber that went out on his own project didn't succeed? Are you telling me that? I mean, Markiplier did it. Oh yeah, that just happened this year. And that's the first successful project I've seen. Keep going. Keep going, chat.
Good for the most part. If you like shows like Ball Masters, which
Ballmasters,
Pokemon,
don't touch my balls.
Mechanics similar to Scribblenauts, you
I know where
might
this video's
enjoy
going.
this one.
Well, I think I haven't
out.
seen it all the way through.
But before we get sidetracked, we might as well talk about the start of the
Yo,
podcast.
shout out PS1 graphics in the back.
In 2014, the Pizza Party podcast officially launched. This was a bi-weekly podcast with the goal of talking about animation news and other crap they had on their mind during the week. Rebeltaxi was starting to gain a lot of traction
Holy
around
shit,
this time,
this video just
and he
does
would bring
not
on some
load in the
buddies
background.
along for the ride.
Hey, I remember that cutaway.
One of the shorter members of the podcast. Ken was a member of the podcast for only around 35 episodes to go and focus on a different podcast, Super Mommy's Boy, which only lasted a few episodes. A comment on episode 79 made by Angsty and Proud would state that since every podcast gets flooded with questions on why he's gone, on Super Mommy's Boy, which is a podcast that Ken currently is along with his friends Jared and Joe.
Why is JonTron gone? Every episode should be about why did JonTron leave? And then you find out that Ego Raptor kind of isn't funny. And then the new guy they put on, he has an erection, and you don't want him around. Even though now at this point it's been like that. I call him the new guy, but what was it? Ninja Pants Party. That guy has been around like 10 times longer than JonTron has on the show. I miss you, JonTron.
Seconds, which is lost. Ken's official statement.
No, I didn't. Even back when Game Grumps came out, I knew it was kind of cringe.
For why he
but
left
at least
because
JonTron made it passable.
Really got bored of doing the podcast as a result of Japan bringing on guests who, with the exception of Jim Gables, who's now Tracy.
The irony is, I actually liked Ego Raptor back then. I had no idea who JonTron was. Like, who the f is this fat guy? And then it would turn. Then he won me over.
Ken felt like he had no dynamic with, which is incredibly
especially with that Destiny debate.
Ken spoke very less than when he was first on the podcast starting off. Sorry for butchering that quote, but as of this video, the entire podcast has lost media. If anybody has
bunny
Boy
suits,
that worked on it in the background, please leave a comment below.
Foreshadowing.
I would love to hear more about the behind the scenes stuff with that podcast. Ken is rarely seen, but he does have a YouTube channel, and he has been working on a game called Kaiju, which you can find on itch.io and Newgrounds.
Fantastic. I'm not going to play it.
He's always looking for people to talk to in regards to the Pizza Party podcast, so if you're interested, go check him out.
That's mean to these people I don't even know. Well, I know Pan Pizza, but I don't know anybody else. Or I knew Pan Pizza.
The second member of the podcast was Nolan, the right-hand man to Pan, essentially being the man who scheduled the podcast episodes and guests from 2014 to 2021, being the longest-running co-host for the series, as well as being one of the faces of the podcast. I could not really find Nolan's origins on the internet pre-2021, as that has been
shout out Mortal Kombat 0.
But he had an argument with Ken during the Mommy's Boy podcast.
Was it Mortal Kombat? I can't remember the 3D one.
And on Nolan that I would like to share. Yeah, that doesn't really have anything to do with it. I personally did not like Nolan on the podcast that much. Pre-2021, Nolan gave me the vibe of trying to forcefully flirt with the cast and even the guests to the point where I felt uncomfortable rewatching it. Nolan eventually left the podcast.
That's not what you want to hear this early
We'll be
on.
talking about that in a little while.
We still got a while to go on this video. You don't want to hear that. No, he does the same thing. Foreshadowing head. Oh no.
In general, I will be bringing up Nolan when we need to bring up Nolan.
Uh-oh. It's really not good a sign. Elia,
Favorite
shout
member of the
out 90s
podcast.
cutaways.
And genuinely one of the most interesting backstories was Jim. Jim Brought Videos is a movie reviewer that is still reviewing films to this day.
Oh, why is there like a age difference? This guy's 10 years older than all the other guys.
He's also been raising a family in the background, which makes him the most down-to-earth person on the list.
Okay, I'm not. Okay, phew. Hopefully this doesn't turn sour.
Jim, while in college in the mid-2000s,
I'm very used to things turning real bad real fast, chat.
On a show with OKKO creator Ian Jones-Cordy called Knock Force, a nerdcore rap animated short series that focused on two dudes hanging out, making music, and talking nerd stuff. It was ahead of its time. Jim definitely was an animation fan and had a lot of good animation knowledge. He became the co-host for only 93 episodes, but was genuinely great. He still makes movie reviews to this day on YouTube. Go check him out.
What was his name? I will go check him out. He probably won't like that I'm checking him out, but I'll check him out. Israel. Okay. Israel. Oh yeah, it's the same thing. 15.8k sub. God damn, dude, you've been around for 14 years and you only got 15. Okay, maybe you know what? That's mean. Eggy got banned. He's at 15k. He's rising up fast. He's back with Simeon, or not back. He's with Simeon, Jimmy, and Rusty Cage. He's doing his best. He got so many of his channels banned. I feel bad for him. He's really hustling and bustling. Damn. I know I'm looking at the other guys and stuff in the background. I'll look up this guy up later. I have no idea who Jim Gizriel is.
Genuinely great. He still makes movie reviews to this day on YouTube. Go check him out.
Yeah, he's got like ones from 5 days ago, 12 days ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks. So he's doing it.
Saturday at 11:30, only on Cartoon Network.
And finally, there is Izzy, formerly known as Steven Draws or Stev before they transitioned into Izzy, starting.
No, chat. No. We don't want to go this direction.
2015.
But I kind of knew that was gonna happen.
Or 16, I believe.
Dissident thoughts in chat. With
that one. Their
with
animation
a nice,
was great and it
happy wave.
As a whole.
That's definitely a wave.
Izzy was
I'm on
funny
YouTube
and extremely talented when it came to animation.
No.
Transpixel artist on Blue Sky, working on the game Grave Seasons.
A Tim on Blue Sky, chat. Who would have thunk it?
To be released in 2026, and also working on her own game, Just on H.
Her own game. Hold on, give me a second, chat. Just give me a second. Her. Okay. I just needed you to know. I wanted you to know that her might not be a her.
.io. While I may be confused about Izzy when I was a naive, Christian child when she transitioned, in retrospective, she was great and definitely had been the most vocal about her issues post-podcast. And we'll get to that soon, but let's talk about the positives.
A.J, you are in... That's the name of the channel. A.J, you are in terrible danger. You are in real big danger if you're gonna be this kind-hearted as a Christian. I hope that's not with a bunch of parentheses around it, like Christian. I hope that's not that kind of Christian. Those that don't wave become troons. Yes, I mentioned that before. You either stay around in the old but now I can't remember. I'm retarded, chat. Yeah, I literally am retarded.
What made the podcast work in the beginning? It was clearly made by.
Oh yeah, you live long enough to become the villain, or you die early. Or you get canceled. And in this case, you live long enough. Or no, you either burn out real early, or you get your channel deleted, or you live long enough to become a true Tim. You become a Tim. Not the other word. The other word that can get me banned from YouTube. But Tim, I'm talking about Timberland boots. That's the
animation
one I'm talking
fans
about.
for animation fans.
Thank you, Josh Moon. Thank you for that extra word I
link
can
between
use.
What's going on in the industry as well as what's going on within animation. It gives opinions on media, whether good or bad, and it has a really fun time when it comes to covering stories in the industry. The guests were important to the series. Producers, animators.
Uh-oh, I remember that guy in the top center. I know who he is. He got famous fast. I think I remember the guy, believe directly below to the left. I don't know who any of the other 3 people are.
Storyboard artists, creators, and content creators, all sorts of crazy and wacky people will appear on the podcast as supporting roles.
That's actually pretty amazing that he had the Swoobaway guy on there. That's all I know him for is
People
Swoobaway.
sharing stories of what they do and explain to people upcoming projects that were either under the radar, never saw the light of day, or eventually got released on television. And it was just damn funny. Some of these episodes were very funny. My favorite episode of the podcast, which was known as an Afterburner special, which only focused on 2 movies, but my favorite one was the Freddy Got Fingered episode.
Yo, shout out Tom Green. I don't know where he's at now, but 4chan really messed with his head. I love the one of the earliest memories I have about YouTube was Freddy Got Fingered in 24 different parts, uploaded in 5-minute segments on YouTube. Shout out to that guy, whoever did that.
The movie is terrible, but this was also around
Fuck you. I love this movie.
the golden age of the podcast.
Then again, I watched it. No, when I watched it, it was before 4chan B. 4chan B was like one of the first boards I went to when I actually found out about it.
The podcast was very popular because of its platform that allowed animation fans to learn more about the industry and the people
Chat, why are there 4 men and a woman in this picture? Shouldn't that be 5 men?
around it. The good news was that the podcast continuously had listeners join in. The podcast had its popular moments and people loved it, but there were issues creeping in. As of now, the podcast continued to grow so much that they got invited to host a panel at MomoCon for a couple of years. MomoCon is a convention out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh no! It's funny that I know this guy's from Doug, the original character, but the only thing I remember is like Skeet Skeet, or no, you raped her, Doug. Skeet Skeet.
That's mainly known for hosting stuff related to animation and video games. The most notable year of MomoCon was MomoCon 2018, where they had a collaboration poll with Roundtable that is still making animation news videos to this day. They would make
Also, shout out to that shitty fucking cartoon Doug. Oh god, I hated that show. I hated Doug so much. I've seen a few episodes, but anytime it would come on, I would change the channel because he was such a bitch.
Con appearances all the way up until 2022.
Fucking cartoon from 25 years ago that nobody cares about.
While the show was successful, a lot of issues started popping up within it. The Mysterious Mr. Enters versus the podcast. In 2018, the Mysterious Mr. Enter would make a video talking about my online harassment, in which he would call out the podcast, specifically Pan, in his treatment of his older videos, in which he would call out SpongeBob writers and would get drunk on the podcast and make some rants and jokes about the older videos. Pan would later comment under the video saying, "Sorry man, I admit on later podcasts that I was sorry for these things. I said, a lot of stuff I said about you made me bitter about the one SpongeBob."
No, chat, don't let SpongeBob come between you and your friends. What the fuck is this retarded shit?
Incident years ago. I know it was this mistake out of your control. Ironic.
Did SpongeBob do it? Did SpongeBob made that one dude Tim out?
This video has aged well with the allegations and the change of
no,
content
Turkey Tom.
made by Turkey Tom and his community, but that's beside the point. The second one is the pacing of the episodes.
Yo, Turkey Tom came out of that controversy real clean after that shit. I think he sent his lawyers to that lady that went on Josh Moon's thing.
Episodes would start to get lazier when it comes to the pacing of the podcast.
Also, Josh Moon came out of it pretty unscathed too. Well, I think from what I see, I'm pretty sure he got a lot of complaints about bringing that lady on.
The issues would start to pile up, and people kind of got bored of the structure, and it sounded like it was a repetitive notion that kept growing within the community. This is usually a sign that a podcast was losing steam. Heck, even I made political content that people hated, and in all honesty, kind of regretted.
Israel. I would never talk. Iran. I now would never talk about politics. Israel.
Izzy brought up politics in some of the streams, which made people not.
No, the Tim brought up politics. Chat. Guess what said? She, her. Guess what side her was on? Chat. Yes, that's right. She's very natsock. She is very natsock.
I want to be there. I saw a lot of people mainly during this era, which was like Trump's first time being president, and people got tired of the politics and wanted to escape to the world of animation. Also, my cartoon president was—
There is no escape, chat. It's everywhere. Busted! No! God damn it, 8-bit alien
around
chat.
this time, and that project sucks, so yeah. I bring up these 3 issues as the podcast was starting to lose its identity, as rebeltaxi as a channel started to experiment more with strange, niche video game content and even newer animation. But to be honest
Shout out
with you,
video games. I would never play video games. Video games are for fucking losers, chat. I would never play
Where's
it,
the storm,
especially not yesterday, especially not Resident Evil 4. Fuck that game. Fuck that shit. Campbell ratted me out, son of a bitch.
When people talk about the podcast in retrospect, many people point to the years of 2019.
Also, you guys probably would have no idea who this guy is. It's a cartoon YouTuber that hangs out with a Tim, and then apparently there's a bunch of children's stuff that gets him in trouble. Who would have thunk it? Shout out Callahan and YouTube. Team White Unite. Woo!
As stated before, the podcast started losing focus. Yeah, they had their MomoCon events and even collaborated with other groups, but the energy of the core group felt
skeet.
Not related to any of the allegations, but Pan wasn't really active in the later episodes. He mainly let Nolan and Izzy take over for the commentary portion of the videos, and multiple times Nolan would
is Izzy gonna skeet? I don't want him
a lot
to.
of the guests during the podcast. It was even to the
really
point that there
want
was a
him
large
to.
margin between 2019 and 2020. Which
Who would have guessed it? You put. Wait, let me find it. You put her in charge, and your podcast suddenly starts doing worse. Who would have guessed?
Jim was not a part of the podcast and let the others run it. Probably because of some real life stuff he has to work on. But we might as well focus on the one thing.
No, he did a something awful
for the first season.
He did a low tax. He let other people. No, he literally did. He literally did a low tax. He let the Tims. He let her take control, and then it went to shit.
Billy and Mandy, part of the Grim and Evil Show, tonight at 8:30, only on Cartoon Network.
Cartoons are like solid. Oh no! Here's the third one. The first and third one are real bad. Actually, no, all of these are bad. Holy shit!
This is why this one.
This is probably the reason why it's a really good thing I'd stopped watching his videos and had anything to do with them. Chat. He let her take control of the podcast and you start seeing things like that. No.
50th episode of the Pizza Party podcast on February 21st, 2021, Nolan would officially leave the internet and leave the podcast after some serious allegations of him commissioning spider fetish art to minors were released to the world. According to a buddy of mine who was in the community at the time, the allegations against Nolan ranged from spider fetish art to interacting with minors and sending his dick through snail mail. While the spider stuff is true and has been confirmed, the other allegation came from my anonymous source, who is friends with one of Nolan's victims at the time. The allegation was very hazy to get through, but it was common knowledge back in 2017.
Was it the spider from Billy Mandy? Was he the child molester?
That Nolan had a spider fetish.
Shit, I can't say that word.
Allegations were a shock to many in the community. Heck, on Apple Podcasts, an episode of the first podcast would make an explanation of their reactions to the allegations. A quick note about the episode, Nolan has since come forward regarding some poor choices on his part and voluntarily left the Pizza Party.
Poor choices, Chad. Sending naked pictures of children is poor choice. That's even bad headspace. He needs to go push some boulders. No, that's mean to Monday Matt. Monday Matt, to his credit, never did anything anywhere near that bad.
Okay.
Holy shit.
A brief investigation was launched.
That's
and
bad.
While his behavior was inappropriate, it wasn't bad enough for us to justify deleting the episode. If more comes to light, this decision may be revisited.
I think it justifies calling the police.
Last year, Nolan would officially return to the internet on July 30th, 2025, bringing up trauma and
Randbot's claim about nobody ever leaves the internet. It's true. Am I trapped here forever? I might be.
Acknowledging his fucked up and wishing to better himself over time through therapy and mental health.
No.
Personally, for me,
yeah,
the
you know what? I got therapy for you.
Minors...
It's I won't say it. I got banned from Twitter a long time ago for saying that. Chat, what kind of therapy do you think I would suggest to give to this person that has sexual material about children? What do you think? What kind of therapy would I suggest, having been banned from Twitter before? What do you think? I'll leave it up to you.
When it's well known, is kind of messed up. I agree that a person can better themselves, but the fact that they still have an NSFW account...
Also, it's nothing that I would be ashamed of saying. It's just that I don't want to get banned again.
Allegedly, it means that they might still practice this in private. Do better, Nolan.
No shit.
Good luck on your future endeavors.
Do better.
Please do not
there
contact
no doing
Nolan.
Better. They have the highest recidivism. That's a $5 word right there. They have the highest recidivity. Shit, I lost again. Rate out of any kind of criminal. That's why the answer is always the same, chat.
After MomoCon 2022, the final episode with the old crew was released in 2022, and the series ended with an interview with the creator of Slay of Nye from the Netflix anthology series Love, Death, and Robots. But sadly, this would be the end of the original podcast. Behind the scenes, new stills and animations were being made by Izzy, and the reboot was being worked on behind the scenes.
I see Nolan still there. And
some separations would spew, and it would take a certain man with glasses to throw the whole thing
Man with glasses. Are we doing that? Are we doing internet game reviewer guy? Angry No, it's not Angry Video Game Nerds. I can't remember his name anymore.
Got some announcements to make here.
Meet Daft Pina, going under the name Dovin Draws or Extra Dome.
With another guy that has like Nolan, and you have Daft Pina. I don't like these names, and I don't like anything going on anymore. I'm so glad I stopped watching anything these guys produce.
Art commentary YouTuber who was infamous for having some bad takes
Wood
and
chipper.
exposing people.
I don't know what that's in context to, but yes, you have my full support, Sar.
Communities.
Wood chipper,
Daft
indeed.
Pina has had a negative reputation dating back to 2018, and many people worked with him, but slowly but surely started disassociating due to creating unnecessary drama. Daft during this time would slowly start to take over the podcast, as Pan was in the beginning of the process of working on his pilot Loki IRL, which he was originally pitching to Adult Swim at the time. While doing research for this
Chat, I want you to make sure that this man is viewed over. Make sure he gets not the Dan Schneider treatment, but what Dan Schneider should have been treated with, usually with like a observing drone.
Video, the
and like a quick dial to 911.
For Loki IRL started around 2022, and the comic was adapted to Webtoon in 2021, as he had the redesigns going in. So Daft became the new official manager, and Jim and Izzy would both lose access.
Why wouldn't you trust any of these people, chat? They look very reliable.
Podcast. Izzy said that since the Pizza Party podcast
PPP is involved in this. What was that about PPP?
Izzy said
People Populist Press. Andy, no. Since the PPP, I don't think that's. I think that's a different PPP. Okay, thank God. Crisis averted. No, I will not return. I figure I would share some of the thumbnail concept and where I was going to take the podcast after MomoCon last year. I was going to give everyone a season 2 outfit similar to my live stream designs. Live stream out, and we use
that since the Pizza Party podcast is rebooting.
Oh, Pizza Party podcast. Okay, you're safe, PPP. You didn't do anything.
Tweet thread that Daft Pina was the current manager.
I'm not going to say you didn't do anything. You probably did something with Surfer when you guys were living together, but you know. That's just tard abuse.
Of the podcast, and Jim and Izzy were both kicked out. Many were.
Shout out to anybody that did not hear Surfer getting interviewed saying that he had to wipe PPP's ass, unironically.
Of Daft, but also were disappointed in Pan and his lack of foresight when it came to winning the podcast. Finally, there was a thread made by Izzy explaining the situation on Reddit. I've read this thread before, but I could not find the original thread while writing this video. But I do remember it being there back in 2022.
The Izzy situation is crazy.
The new podcast was officially out of the water. A new background and clean animation.
Not Super Smash Bros. Melee, not this cherished community.
Was done by the new co-host of the show,
I
Jake
don't
Neutron.
want to.
Jake has
we are well into danger red alert territory, and I don't mean the good red alert command and conquer. I mean the bad red alert. You should already be calling the police. All these people need to be locked up in the cells, and this is the bad. This is really bad. This is not. None of this is good. I'm very glad I left this place.
To do with any of the drama mentioned in the video. He created new stills based off of the niche popular game Friday Night Funkin' and is known for making mods based on fan base.
Like I said, I have no idea who any of these other people. I know who Pan Pizza is. I saw his videos from 8 years ago. I don't know any of this shit, and I'm so happy I don't.
Places like Digital Circus and even Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Digital Circus, no!
During this video's creation, he would actually get his first plaque with Billboard, which is cool as hell. The new podcast received mixed reviews. While Jake Neutron was an excellent addition to the cast, growing both the audience for Pan Pizza and Daft Pina, Daft was the primary point of contention within the cast. Multiple people in YouTube, X, and even Discord would be worried about the state of the podcast because of the negative reputation that Daft Pina has. Many people were also critical of
Daft Pina. We were just talking about Burnt Pina. Oh shit! How far does this go? Was he Daft Pina before he became burnt?
Pan for abandoning both Jim and Izzy for a man with a toxic community.
Oh hell yeah! Okay, never mind. You know what?
Would be worried about the state of the podcast because of the negative reputation that Daft Pina has. Many people were also critical of Pan for abandoning both Jim and Izzy for a man with.
You know what? Back on the Pan Pizza train. You know what? Shout out Pan. Hell yeah to you, chat. Pan Pizza did what he needed to survive. He tossed the trash overboard. You know what? Back on the pan. We were just on the burnt peanut train. Back on the Pan Pizza train. Never mind.
Community. At the same time,
I'm pleasantly surprised. You see the trash, you just chuck it overboard. Later. Bye-bye to this trash podcast. I'm gonna go with burnt peanut before he became burnt.
The podcast multiple times. Izzy's Twitter had
Wait. Did they come back on?
At the same time, both Jim and Izzy would comment on the state of the podcast multiple times.
Okay, never mind.
Izzy's Twitter has since been deactivated due to the AI
winning chat
spam that was caused with Grok, but Jim still has a Twitter.
Thank you, Grok.
I was trying to find multiple quotes of Jim saying stuff about the podcast. I couldn't find it while I was writing it, but if I do find it, I will be putting it on the screen.
I'm not on Pizza Party anymore. It was a lot of good years, but I think the podcast has become something else and not the show I love. Thanks, which I guess involves children. Thanks to Pan, no hard feelings for finding me and getting me to be on all the great times we had. Thanks for the whatever.
The reboot only lasted 15 episodes.
Oh no!
Daft Pina would get kicked from the project.
Daft Pina, no! Oh no, Daft Pina. Never mind.
You were right, Lois. TV is evil.
I think it was like Rich Penis, the guy, the bodybuilder guy that got a heart attack and died.
Daft Pina would get dropped by Pan and his new boyfriend Neon Caffeine.
Oh, what? I need to hear that statement again.
Daft Pina would get dropped by Pan and his new boyfriend Neon Caffeine.
His new boyfriend. Okay, wow. This is really a roller coaster of extremes, chat. Okay, off the train. Everybody off the whoop 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 whoop. Last call. Get off the train right now. We're getting off. Okay, guns in sight.
While actually writing this, I actually found some notes that it was actually Neon Caffeine who convinced Pan to drop him from the show, but that's what
this has been one hell of a wild ride,
a lot of
chat.
trouble for multiple creators. I mean, we already have the Jaden Animations issue, but it would be the jumping the shark moment of trying to get Just Stop to cover a drama between Ellis Mark and his wife Veronica, which basically caused nothing, and also jumping into other dramas that involved physical elements and doxing. Daft Pina would completely fall apart as an image and apologize and take accountability.
Oh,
the question I have
speaking of docs and all the crazy shit, apparently there's a guy, I guess he was making the rounds yesterday, not burnt peanut, although burnt peanut, we've talked a hell of a lot about peanuts today, chat. Penis and peanuts. There's some guy, he's pretty much stole burnt peanuts gimmick. He's using a Instagram filter to do burnt peanuts thing, and then he's doing some bit about trying to force the Bible on people. So he's Christ cucking everybody on Fortnite and being really annoying about it. And before that, he was stealing Dr. Disrespect's bit. So they doxed him. They even said his social security number on live stream. He was screaming. He was definitely screaming after that. And then they did like a funny bit, which was they sent a fake cease and desist from Burnt Peanut to that guy. And they made him halt his live stream real fast with that. That was funny.
Has the accountability and the
social security part not as funny. The well, I mean, a little bit funny, I guess. It keeps happening. But then the I mean, it wouldn't be funny if it happened to me, especially if it was on my live stream. But in the situation that it happened to him, it was pretty funny. But then the cease and desist was also really funny.
Self-improvement stuck? I'm actually happy to report that it has. Daft Pina rebranded over to Dovin, deleted some of his most popular videos.
I do not like that animation style at all. This creeps me the F out, chat. I don't, like I said, I thought I was on the train for a little bit, then because he tossed over the Tim and the creepy guy, and then he got this guy who has a husband or something, and now so once again, I don't like any of the people now.
The old days, for the most part,
I really don't like any of these people.
I'm happy for it. Good for him to go on his word and actually improve. I can understand some people not wanting to take him seriously, but
improve his animation style. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I actually really think that he improved.
I'm not. I never get. Look, chat. I've been around long enough. I don't give anybody the benefit of the doubt anymore. I've been burned so many times.
I'm also totally understanding of him switching channels so that he can focus on other things and so that he can create a brand new persona, not based off of his old reputation. I have heavy respect for that.
Okay.
Dobin is great.
Why do you gotta change personas so many times?
And while
why do you gotta keep changing so many personas? Why would you?
For everyone, this direction change makes me want to watch him more. Go check him out.
Not me.
What happened after the podcast? Relationships.
He said that we're very sassy. He's very relationships. Woo! Relationship. I did not like how he said that.
Maybe not that excited. It's a block of our mushiest cartoon.
But he's not the guy in question here. He's just doing the video on Pan Pizza.
Tuesday starting at 6 on Cartoon Network.
I made the decision not to talk about Pan's ex Nessa in this video.
Oh, yeah, that's some fucking crunchy ass
Tuesday
graphics. I
starting
love
at
that
6
shit.
on Cartoon Network.
That from Street Fighter?
I made the decision not to talk
That's a good background.
about Pan's ex Nessa in this
Especially if you like have it looped. You could do that for a live stream.
video, as she wasn't really relevant to the story, and I would not be surprised if more comes out.
I don't want to publicly.
Also, shout out to Cockatoos for providing context for the in-between years of the downfall of both podcasts. Anyway, let's introduce it. This is Mango, better known infamously as Neon Caffeine, or better known infamously as Mango. The minute that I
Probably happy I don't know who this guy is either.
brought this up, a bunch of people with allegations started rolling into the mail. It's crazy. I know people who've known about the Mango story, the false.
Fun fact: their relationship is the most documented part of Pan Pizza's internet history. Lol, isn't it? That's not a really good sign, is it? That your gay relationship is like the most documented thing about your thing, about your existence online, especially if you have like 500,000 subs on your YouTube channel.
History of spreading it. My first memory of them was them making videos with their boyfriend about 2000s cartoons, to the point that they had a panel together.
No. Her in chat. No, this is not. That's not. I'm tapping as hard as I can. That is not what you want to see.
2023. I don't have plans on going into this falsified information because the spiffy stuff, the ratism, braintism stuff, I don't really know that much about. I recommend the video by Spondyle.
Setting the record straight. Okay.
And the confusing opinion if you want to learn more about the Mango history. I'm gonna be leaving a link in the description below. You can check it out.
I really do not want to know anything more about this person, except that what's that thing in newspapers chat? I think it's, you know what? Unrelated topic, completely unrelated. Have you checked the obituaries lately, chat?
According to the commentary channel now recording, Mango has a history of falsifying information about another person.
You wouldn't say. You wouldn't say.
Person named Braintism and Spiffy.
A guy wearing a dress, falsifying information. Chat, I'm YouTube.
Allegation.
I'm on YouTube.
And while I personally don't participate in Star Sports and try to control the narrative of YouTubers as a whole, people would turn heads when Pan Pizza started featuring them in videos.
Mr. House in chat with the Roman.
And vice versa. And according to the thread created by Cognitius, due to the controversy, Mango plotted the coup to dump Daft Pina like he did with Izzy and Jim only a few months before.
Okay, so hold on. So Pan Pizza just dumping all these people. Okay, you got a problem? Get the F out of here. Okay, you know what? Maybe. Due to this controversy, Mango plotted this coup to dump Daft Pina like he did with Izzy and Jim only a few months before he decided upon himself. So either way, it was clear this was a response to Daft's negative reputation. Whoever that guy is and Daft were then immediately replaced by hosts by Mango and his friends.
Or decided upon himself. Either way, it was clear that it was a response to Daft's negative reputation. Jake Neutron and Daft were then immediately replaced as hosts by Mango and his friends. And then right after that, he would get
Again, I have no idea who almost any of these people are. If Pan Pizza's coming in here and he's like, okay, you got a problem, chuck him out. If you got another problem, chuck him out. I can respect that.
To fill the manager role and would reboot the podcast again with a bunch of people that are seamlessly unrelated to what Pan does. They're actually all just friends with Neon Caffeine. Well, what was the straw that broke the camel's back?
Brimstone, you're fired! You're fired! I love having bad days.
Parasocial TV was the name of a new podcast that was pitched by Mango to Pan
Oh, hell
Pizza.
yeah. You see that background? Unit headquarters. Is this like from the Street Fighter, the movie, the game?
And would be a follow-up to the Pizza Party podcast. This included Rebeltaxi, Neon Caffeine, Dumbsville, and Just Up, who are both YouTubers who started with drama commentary but slowly moved over to animation
I have no idea who any of these people are.
Essentially, the podcast never saw the light of day. Dumbsville would make a joke about Izzy's finances, get called out for it, which led to even more further strains.
Shout out gay internet drama.
Relationships between Izzy and Pan. And while this did not really affect Dumbsville that much,
actually, no, this is literally gay internet drama.
To the cancellation of the pilot. Pan Pizza would later go on to apologize for the situation privately, but that was not the end of that.
Uh-oh. Allegations. Even more so?
Shout out to Cockatoos on Reddit for pretty much providing a lot of information, but allow me to give you essentially a TLDR of what actually happened with the end of the podcast and stuff.
Give me a quick
So
gestalt.
pretty much after the whole Izzy situation, there was a bunch of information that would pretty much be caught up and brought up in general. Issue number one was that Neon would occasionally use this server to vent and overshare information about Pan being inconsiderate.
What's that about oversharing, chat? You don't do it. Why is the gay man on the internet oversharing? Happens too many times.
Him for the shitty management.
Then again,
of the server.
it's tense.
slash former podcast, even though Neon was the one that was running.
But also beating them with like trying to do some soccer kicks while they're on the ground is also tense.
It herself. Neon Caffeine also got flack for posting old art of his OC receiving head from Alvin and the Chipmunks, which is classified as cheese pizza. But if you know, you know. The other thing
that's some real bad
as
tense.
well is that with that, this was also connected to a
Cheese
video
pizza
that
is
Neon
not
Caffeine made
tense,
themselves
chat.
about the Alvin and the Chipmunks fandom. So the fact that they made this image and the Alvin and the Chipmunks fandom pretty much was connected with this video is fucking weird and disgusting. Also, a person formerly known as Gables, who goes by Tracy now, a former recurring guest and
in 2022, Gables Tracy would accuse Pan of being groomer. Okay, never mind. No more Pan. No, Pan disrespect. Pan's history, in particular, becoming a content creator that used to make risque humor about minors on. Oof. Don't do that, chat. No, I don't even do risque I don't even make jokes about that. On a platform infamous for hosting predators, allows minors into his personal spaces that they really shouldn't be in, such as the podcast for one. His friend and co-host being outed as a PDF file, accusations from that Nolan guy, accusations from the recurrent guest formerly known as Gables towards Pan, which included him enabling said PDF file friend and whatever exchange he had with this apparent minor over Twitter that got deleted after it was brought up in his Discord. And yes, that is his not safe for work account. Why is it always Discord? Pan is from DBGT. Dragon Ball GT? Oh, no, the character Pan. Yeah, different Pan. This is Pan Pizza.
Friend of the original podcast, came out and accused Pan of enabling groomers and a shady practice of repeatedly inviting minors to guest on his podcast. This can actually be attested. An anonymous source of mine told me a story about a guy by the name of Dean.
Chat, the more I listen to Josh Moon and his explanations about people that have like young-looking avatars and stuff, the more I kind of understand what he's going at, and I respect it. You know what? Josh Moon respecters in chat. You know, yeah, pretty much, unironically at this point. Edit. Also forgot to mention how adamant Mango and Pan were about letting minors in their Discord, despite everything mentioned above. They did not want to make their server 18+ until an event broke out where there was minor posted not safe. That's not what you want. This is why you don't allow minors into your thing. In a server which Mango saw. Mango letting them stay, and the minor doing it again later before the server admin had to come in and actually ban them themselves. As Trace said, it's very uncomfortable knowing what she just said, among other things, and that Mango is younger than her. It would definitely be part of the conversation that I think does not get talked about enough. This was a part of a cogitatus thread.
Who was obsessed with the show, and he essentially got him and his friend, who was a victim of Nolan at the time, to be on an episode of the podcast that was created but never released. Maybe this was the elusive 69th episode with the porn star.
Oh no.
Yes, this is real. Viewers also started seeing the unflattering aspects of Mango and Pan. Dirty laundry about their...
People were also concerned about the age gap between Pan and Neon as they were 9 years old. Oh no! Myeloneodopenus, no! Grooming, no! Apart, as well as Pan's history of making sex jokes and
relationship to everybody. Essentially, based off of the history shown up in this video, both Pan and Mango essentially started throwing all of their personal shit into the regular viewers.
I'm very disheartened about hearing all of this about somebody I used to watch. I didn't watch them religiously. I wasn't involved in any of their community stuff. But why does it happen every single time, chat? Why is it every single YouTuber I used to watch 8 years ago or a decade ago? They're all creeps and weirdos and freaks and PDF files.
And nobody wanted anything to do with it. Any of the previous relationships between Pan and his old friends were pretty much worsened further by Mango, Pan, and Dumpsville trying to put out fires and do damage control. But most of the people pretty much saw these three as in the wrong here, yet they tried to do damage control.
Really?
And
you see a groomer in the wrong? I don't understand that at all. That's crazy.
I do want to say something serious
before
we get to the end of this video and before we get to the conclusion of it. There were more pieces of evidence and pedophile stuff that I did find on Pan Pizza, especially in regarding age gaps between Pan Pizza and Mango, as well as a Twitter account that interacted with Pan inappropriately and Pan's repeated Raven jokes. I could not find the information.
That's so Raven. I've never seen that show, actually. I just know the
And
reference.
I'm just about to get this video done, but I will be following up on this information on a bonus episode of the Internet Oddities. I am going to be bringing my buddy Silver Knight on. He's going to be talking to me a little bit about it, and we're going to be doing it in a couple of days. It might not be the same day as me making this video. It might take a couple of days. We have to get the script all prepped and all that, so just be patient. But I did want to share this, though, as I did find more information while I was working and finishing up this video. No wonder the video never released. It was rough to get through.
You think? I think talking about PDF files is rough to get through. I saw it a bit as a kid. That's how I learned I didn't like black stuff. Fair.
Mango decided to cancel the podcast himself, following his controversial reputation with both commentary and now the cartoon.
Wait, are you saying Dragon Ball GT is black stuff?
Community. Mango wanted to turn a new leaf, but due to their previous behavior seeping into this one, Dumbsville making fun of one of the older hosts' financial
Motherfuckers really be trauma dumping in an eBay description.
issues, and Pan's incompetence in controlling the situation, the podcast was dead. Also, essentially, the last 2 years of the podcast were essentially ran by others wanting to continue the podcast, while Pan wanted to work on his pilot for Loki IRL, which was a failed pitch to Adult Swim.
Oh, okay. That's so Raven. It was a sassy black lady who could see the future. It was garbage. Sounds like it. I just know it from like internet meme radiation. Or no, it wasn't even internet meme radiation. It was like a reference in Family Guy or something. I think it was like an off the cuff joke. I never saw.
So he decided to work on it and eventually release it on YouTubers like other successful pilots have done. But with the podcast dead, Dumbsville went on to do a podcast.
I saw the show a lot in the blue description of the Comcast cable box. That's how I saw it.
With Ellis Mark and the Sonic Show, and that was that. The biggest issue with the Pizza Party podcast and the reason the podcast failed was because Pan didn't really want to do anything with it. At the end of the day, Pan was the one who was in charge of it and didn't really know what he wanted to do, essentially kind of giving the responsibility to other people.
Low
But when
tax,
those
no.
other people would slowly but surely lead to the downfall of his own podcast. It really was his lack of foresight and his lack of creative will and even his lack of wanting to do anything with it that led to the downfall of it. So realistically, in my opinion, the death of the podcast was Pan's own issue. And I don't see anything else happening in the future with it. But where is everybody else now? Ken has a smaller YouTuber channel and is working on the game Kaiju, which is on itch.io and Newgrounds. Nolan has returned to the internet quietly and is currently seeking mental help for his past actions while he draws and privately works on his fanfic.
I hope he gets the help that he deserves. No, wait. He gets the helps that he needs, not the help. Wait. What was the Batman line? It's the help that he's the hero that they need, but not the one that they want right now. That's what the kind of help I hope he gets. But that's well, if you already know what I mean, chat. You know, I hope you know what I mean.
Quiet movie reviewer who is raising his family and enjoying life. Nessa is still
rest in peace, Nolan.
Still drawing to this day. A buddy of mine told me that Nessa got engaged recently, and if that's the case, congratulations. Currently under the name Dove Extras, he's been working on videos related to animations with groups of people who make wacky jokes and animations himself. Jake Neutron is currently very successful with his Friday Night Funkin' mods to the point that he created a Billboard hit for the first time.
Shout out Friday Night Funkin', I guess. It's fucking shitty ass game for. If you had Beat Mania or Step Mania from 20 years ago, back when I was in high school, it's like that game BTFO'd Friday Night Funkin' in every single possible way.
Just Stop is currently reviewing cartoons and anime with the occasional drama video when he is feeling nostalgic. Dumbsville is currently reviewing cartoons as well as wacky meme-filled edits, as well as working with his friends Future Butters until they disappeared after the SDK leaks, which is a video that I'm writing right now. Mango makes videos about strange happenings within the internet and hasn't uploaded in 2 months. And
my mango is to write key and act like I don't know nobody.
And Pizza
Shout out to anyone
is
that
working
knows 5-year-old meme.
On episode 2 and 3 of Loki IRL while making cartoon videos and videos about weird video games. I want to thank you all for watching this longer video. I'm assuming that this video is going to be longer. I decided I wanted to try something new with my recording.
Oh yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, bye. Later. Artard. No, I could say retard. Is anybody actually fighting rebeltaxi now? This is a name I haven't heard in a long time. I'm gonna come under a lot of fire. Okay, whatever. Watch both Pan enter religiously back in 2016. Yeah, same with me. Well, not religiously. I have no idea how they come by beef until they got served. Crazy thing that the younger generation of cartoons fan probably don't know who these people are. Well, I guess many such case. Yeah, why are so many cartoon fans PDF files? It's fucking crazy to me. Let's see his
TV
recent
and indie
stuff.
pilots.
So now you know you're properly primed to not particularly like this guy.
Yeah, I gotta actually record and edit that. Right when I.
All right, what else is he doing? Is this it? This is just
Maybe
him by
filmed
himself.
on a Saturday afternoon.
It's literally that's it. Okay.
I'm confused, Ken.
You're doing great. You're doing great, Pan. You're doing a fantastic job from 8 years ago with high editing. Can't believe this shit. All right, let me check what the other guys are doing. Oh, shout out to that dead guy that used to be on Adult Swim. Okay, here's Jim Gizriel. Israel. Oh, what is he putting out? What kind of shit this guy putting out? He didn't do it. Well, did this guy do anything bad? I don't know if he did. I can't remember. I have very short 59 IQ chat. 59 IQ. Is it a meme? I don't know if it's a meme.
Reviewing this, really, that's sort of random, Jim. Is Josh
Oh yeah, Wall of Shame. I love your Wall of Shame, bro.
Who's directed Transformers 1. It is his
got a
sort
Funko
of
Pop.
first directed Pixar
You got multiple
project.
Funko Pops. The Kermit Funko Pop.
Talked about his
Spider-Man
Riley's
Funko
first
Pop.
date earlier, but now we're talking about George and AJ. Now
It's got some great lighting going on. I love this lighting.
George
It's
and
fantastic.
AJ is sort of a midquel, I guess. It takes place of the two nurses who are supposed to get Carl Frederick. Like most
That's really
Pixar
it.
shorts, this is sort of done in what they're
Yeah, he could freeze time or something.
calling limited storyboard
She could
style. Like
freeze
the
time.
mouths don't even move when they're talking. It's just like
I'm great how
they
we're
just
moving
go,
back in time. He's trying to. I guess he's trying to do like a Wang thing, except Wang's way better. That's probably why he only has like 108 views on this video.
And it's supposed to be, you hear voices come out and stuff. It's interesting.
Shout out
Supposedly
Wang.
this was like a budget constraint thing, and they just sort of went with it. But it's inventive, it's fun, it's very cartoony, but it uses its limited animation to its advantage.
A lot of black people in this up
a
cartoon.
really good
about
job.
a
So
white.
I really got.
So there's a lot of black people in this cartoon that was originally about an old grandpa and grandma who are white. Don't you love it, Chad?
I think this is probably the most impressed I've ever been by Josh Cooley, because this is not something I've seen some of the limited Disney stuff and you get some real boring crap, and this
Well,
is
to be fair,
not
the kid and it was Asian.
that. It was a lot of fun. It was really
I don't know.
inventive, and
That's
next
great though.
time I
That's
watch
it's
Up
great
with the
that like
Family, I might
they made it.
recommend this one. I would say check out George and AJ. It's quite a great time, and I think Josh Cooley did a wonderful job with not very much and made it into something.
Hold on, chat. I got stuff in the background. Again. Here we go. Background music. Better background music than this. Whatever the F this crap was. You gotta keep looking, chat. All right, chat. Actually, never mind. I think that's about all I got. I thought there was gonna be more stuff, but if you want to like have dead streams about this guy looking over cartoons and stuff from like 20 years ago, here you go. You can silently watch his Frozen stuff that I wouldn't recommend watching this. It's probably why I stopped watching. You know what? Matter of fact, bye Pan Pizza. Bye. I finally unsubscribed for you. This is how it takes such a big effort to unsubscribe, but I'll subscribe to anybody, but then like you gotta actually do some like weird stuff to do it. Oh well, bye Pan Pizza. And chat, hold on, let me go back to this. Let me go back to the front screen. Okay, here you go. Subscribe, like and subscribe, like it. You should do that, chat. You should shut up, because I have an erection. Chat, that's it. That's it for right now. That's not. You know what? Neat and tidy. That's how you gotta do things. You gotta get these straps. Stream ending soon. I probably had it to stream starting soon before, but I didn't exit it. So, great show, Mr. Howe. Thank you, sir. Romans in chat. Romans in cat. Cat Romans. That was from Ghost Politics yesterday. Quick and tidy. Hour and a half in the bucket, in the drain. Done. It's over. It's Jover. and then we can move on with our lives. Chat. Maybe I could do something else. I was very curious about Rebel Taxi. This guy, I used to watch his stuff. Like I mentioned, like a few years, like almost a decade ago. And I just saw this little video that came up a few days ago, and it's like, whoa, hey, I remember that guy. It's like, oh crap, that does not look good. I thought, it's like, you know what, let's find out what happened to this. Apparently, the low tax situation is crazy, chat. Moist Critical, he could probably do a video on this, maybe about like 5 hours or 7 hours. Used to, yes, yeah, I showed you in the very beginning of the thing. He used to have actually pretty good videos in the very beginning 8 years ago. It was, hold on, give it 1 second. Hold on. That's why I gotta end the chat. I gotta end the thing soon. But why are all YouTubers are used to watch always the worst kind of people? Are used to poor Indonesian grammar, chat. Anyway, yeah, used to watch 8 years ago. He had good stuff. It was pretty good editing. Everything was pretty good. But that was before the Tim situation, chat. That was before the podcast. The podcast situation is insane. That's about it. Very cut and dry. It's a low tax thing. He trusted the wrong people. Many such cases. It seems to be a very common situation on the internet. And then he became a very terrible person. And then, I guess he did just a little bit of grooming, chat. Just a little bit of child grooming and homosexuality unironically. I don't know how you. I don't know. Well, no, Nolsey. Nolsey is how you do it the ironic way. I don't actually think Nolsey is gay. I hope. I really, really, really hope. But anyway, chat, I'm out. That's enough on Pad Pizza today. That's enough on this person that you have no idea about, but I do. I do from 8 years ago. But that's about it, chat. All right. Take care. I'll be back. I hope. I don't know. Bye-bye, chat. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Bye.